Good morning students, welcome to e-learning class of computer. Today we will read our first chapter, Computer Fundamentals. Let's start with computer language. In all over the world, language is the source of communication among human beings. Different countries, regions have different languages. Similarly, in order to communicate with the computer, user also need to have a language that should be understood by the computer. For this purpose, different computer languages are developed for performing different types of work on the computer. Now students, what is a language? Language is a source of communication. It is a medium to communicate with each other. If I want to communicate with a computer, I should know a language that a computer can understand. For this purpose, different computer languages are developed. Your first is machine language, assembly language, high-level language, and fourth generation language. Now let's start with machine language. It is the only language that a computer can understand. It is expressed in binary form, that is 0 and 1. Machine language has the advantage of very high speed and very low memory utilization. But understanding and learning machine language is a tough and tiresome process. We know computer is a machine. It can understand only machine language, which is in the form of 0 and 1. It uses 2 digits, so it is also called binary language. Advantages of machine language are high speed and low memory utilization. But disadvantages are it's difficult to learn and understand. This language is extremely machine dependent. Machine dependent means a language program written on one computer may or may not run on another computer. Because of this, very few people opt for specialization in machine language. This is the reason why machine language is also regarded as low-level language. It's machine dependent and difficult to use and learn. Next is assembly language. It enables a programmer to use name instead of numbers. This language uses mnemonic codes or symbol in place of zeros and ones. Instead of remembering the exact memory location where data instructions are stored, symbolic memory addresses are used for data. Now in machine language we were using 0 and 1. In assembly language we have replaced 0 and 1 with the symbols. Since the computer can only understand machine language, assembly language programs have to be converted into machine language. Translator programs known as assemblers were developed to convert the assembly language program into machine language. A program written in assembly language is called the source program, and the program converted into machine language by the assembler is called object program or object code. Now students, as we have already discussed that computer can understand only machine language and you are writing a program in assembly language, so we need a translator which we convert your assembly language into machine language, and that translator is called assembler. Next is high-level language. High-level language is the language in which programs are written using English words and mathematical symbols. It is very easy for programmers to learn and use high-level language. In machine language, we have used 0 and 1. In assembly language, we have used symbols. In high-level language, we are using simple English words and mathematical symbols. So this language is easy to use and learn. Advantages of high-level languages are understandability. Understandability because we are using English words, so it is easy to use and understand. Debugging. It is very easy to use find and errors in high-level language programs. So debugging means finding errors. Portability means to move from one place to another. We can also move a program written in high-level language from one computer to another computer. High-level language programs are machine independent, while machine language programs and assembly language programs are machine dependent, but high-level language programs are machine independent. Examples of high-level languages are Basic, Fortran, Pascal, C, C++, Java, etc. Software can be created with the help of these languages very easily. Translator used for converting high-level language programs into corresponding machine language are known as compiler or interpreter. As I told you earlier that computer can understand only machine language, and we are writing programs in high level language, so I need a translator which will convert my high level language program into machine language, and then translator are called compilers or interpreters. Next is fourth generation language. Fourth generation languages are closer to human language than any other high level languages. Fourth generation languages are combination of language with the following features. They are highly user friendly language, portable and independent of operating system. Very high speed of execution. They are designed to reduce level of programming efforts. Minimum efforts from the user to obtain an information. These languages are designed to reduce the overall time. In fourth generation language, user has to specify only the required output and the format of the output without bothering about the steps required to obtain that. In fourth generation language, we use simple English language we use in our daily life. Now, this is a chart which, based on the development of different languages over the year, these can be classified as shown below. Now we have used different parameters to differentiate between different languages. We have used different parameters like speed, dependency, programming, translator, example. Speed is very high in machine language and assembly language. In third generation it becomes slow, and fourth generation its speed increases. Dependency, both machine level language and योर असेंबली लैंग्वेज जो प्रोग्राम्स हैं बेटा वो दोनों क्या है मशीन डिपेंडेंट, बट जो आपके हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज प्रोग्राम्स हैं या फोर्थ जनरेशन लैंग्वेज प्रोग्राम है वो मशीन इंडिपेंडेंट है. It's mistake in your book. Here it is written as machine dependent. Here you have to write it as machine independent. Third generation and fourth generation both are machine independent. Now student, we will discuss a brief about machine and assembly. In machine we are using 0 and 1, and in assembling we are using symbols. Both are machine dependent language, but in assembly language we need a translator which will convert your assembly language into machine language. Machine language is easy. Is it not easy for us to understand? Assembly language we are using mnemonic codes. It's also machine dependent. High level language is easy for us to understand because we use simple English words. Now different translators, assembler, compiler and interpreter. To convert assembly language into machine we are using assembler. To convert high level language into machine we are using compiler or interpreter. Both are used as a converter to convert your high level language into machine language. Now students, we have read pages 7 to 9. In next class we will discuss about software. You have to read these 3 pages. Now thank you students.